Going carnivore, day 52 and 53. Pulled pork and smoked sausages. Let's walk through how I'm feeding 20 guys at a charity poker game. Y'all may have noticed that we have ourselves a 2-day cook. In fact, we're gonna be rolling for most of the night, so prep is key. The smoker is cleaned and filled with fresh charcoal, and we are seasoning these pork butts up the night before. A very generous coat of seasoning. These are large hunks of meat after all. Fun fact, while called the pork butt, it's actually the pork shoulder. The ham is the real pig's butt. Cover it up and into the fridge. I'll see y'all at about 3 a.m. Good news, I did not oversleep this morning, which is never a guarantee on cooks like this. I was up at 3, got the smoker lit a little bit after that, and then we got the pork butts on about 3:45. It takes a while for the ceramic and everything to heat up in this style of grill. Now, would you guys believe me if I told you this was my first cup of coffee? I wouldn't believe me. Rolling at about 275 degrees, that is my favorite temperature for barbecue. Low enough to get a lot of smoke, I mean, check this out, but high enough to where it's not taking days and days to finish your barbecue. I know a lot of guys are really into drinking beer while they're doing barbecue, and if it's a hot summer day, totally get that. But 9 out of 10 times, team coffee. When it comes to pulled pork, I am a huge fan of the wrap. Time and temperature are not a factor here. What we're looking for is good bark development. We want a deep mahogany color all around that pork butt, and that's how you know it's time to wrap. For the wrap itself, I always use aluminum foil. We're trying to braise this pork so that it's super tender. I like to use some apple cider vinegar and apple juice as my wrapping juice. Give it a little tang, a little sweet, great combo. Back onto the smoker, and we just keep cooking until everything is probe tender. Now these are gonna keep cooking. The magic number everyone likes in barbecue is 203 degrees internal. So that's what we have our probe set to. But what really matters is if they are probe tender when you go to pull them off. And next, the most excruciatingly boring part of the cook. We let them rest for like 2 hours. We want to slowly bring that temperature down to about 140 to 160 internal. That rest is going to allow those juices to redistribute into the meat. It's going to leave you with a more tender, juicy, flavorful pulled pork at the end. I like to use my turned off oven as the resting chamber, or if it's something small, I'll use the microwave. While those rest, let's cook some sausages. Like I said earlier in the video, this is for a little charity poker game. My church supports another church over in Kenya, and they're trying to buy some farm animals. And how can I personally not support a group who's trying to buy some chickens, pigs, and cows? That's pretty much everything I eat, so let's spread the love. Don't mind if I do. Now I gotta get this to a whole mess of guys who wanna play some poker, eat some barbecue, and help support a church over in Kenya.